the Lara Academy, and many thanks to our colleagues from the Lara, Chiara and Filippo, for holding this workshop and for hosting us in their premises. My name is Kate Trompeta. I'm a chemical engineering and I'm a member of the coordination team of EuReComp project. And today I would like to welcome you all in the final open workshop for EuReComp. I will share a few details about the project and what are the targets of today's meeting. So let's start on what EuReComp stands for. EuReComp is the European Recycling and Circularity in Large Composite Components. It is an EU-funded project that started on 2022. It lasted for 48 months, for 4 years, and today it's actually our final day of operation. It's a project that started with 20 partners. Now we are 19 actually, from 9 EU countries. The budget of the project was 9 million euros and has been coordinated by the National Technical University of Athens by Professor Kostas Charitidis. Here you may see the different entities that are participating. We had 2 industries, one of them is the Lara, that we are here today, 10 research institutions, and 7 SMEs, small or medium enterprises. So to start with, what EuReComp deals with. Actually, EuReComp introduced the R6 strategy, which is circularity concept of reusing, repairing, refurbishing, remanufacturing, repurposing, and recycling parts from end-of-life large-scale products. And all of them are actually composite products. So we had some mission, a target actually to fulfill. The first was to see what we can do with accumulating composite waste that are more prominent than the needed new composites. Especially, we focus on 2 different waste streams, which is the aircraft end-of-life parts and wind energy, wind turbine blades, actually, that have been decommissioned. We know that across all industries, about the 60% of waste of fiber-reinforced composite is landfilled, causing severe societal and environmental issues. So we tried to fit to European Circular Economy Plan and tried to find a way to reduce the landfill down to 10% by increasing the rate of recycling. We developed actually in the project advanced technologies of solvolysis, where we were able to reclaim carbon fibers from the composite structures and find for them a second life. So actually we worked mainly on recycling, repairing, and repurposing of large composite parts. So EuReComp project has a strong focus on circularity, setting out to provide sustainable methods towards recycling and reuse of composite materials. These come, as mentioned before, from various industries, mainly aeronautics and wind energy. So here you may see the whole flowchart of objectives, what we wanted to achieve these years. So first was to propose innovative sorting systems that could enable the reuse and recycling of complex composite materials, to develop and integrate novel solutions for higher reuse of whole products and components with a reshaping concept, to demonstrate in pilot scale the reuse and recycling approaches of composites and the secondary raw materials, which in our case are the carbon fibers that have been reclaimed from the end-of-life composite structures, and also to develop tools to demonstrate the circularity and the environmental benefits of the solutions. Last target of EuReComp project, it's actually the reason that we are here all today, both in physical participants and the online ones, which is the co-design of learning resources, where we are trying to upgrade the skills of people that are working in the composite industry, and also to integrate the recycling and circularity concept on the manufacturing technologies. Here you may see a graphical abstract with a whole EuReComp project. As mentioned before, we started from 2 different wind streams, the wind blades and the end-of-life aircraft parts. Sometimes also we used also automotive parts from the Lara. For example, there were some end-of-life parts or scrap parts that we tried to recycle. So we worked on mainly the separation of the different components of the end-of-life parts. We developed smart sorting tools that enable us either to go to a recycling approach or on a repairing approach. And in this case, the parts that that we decided actually to recycle were subjected to different solvolysis technologies developed by project partners, as for example, the supercritical solvolysis, chemical-assisted solvolysis, and plasma-enhanced solvolysis. The reclaimed fibers from these solvolysis methodologies find a new life on some prototypes, some demonstrators, some of them related to automotive industry, as for example, automotive shafts that represented a closed loop recycling approach through filament winding technology. Compression molding, which is a well-established technique for composite manufacturing, especially in the automotive sector, and this was the case of Dallara, where a formula seat has been manufactured by recycled fibers. A steering wheel, again, for racing cars that was made through additive manufacturing, through 3D printing, and also integrated a novel approach of continuous fiber printing. And last but not least, the repurposing of components, either on their initial size and scale or after recycling, that were used in a new construction, a modular construction that's named container pontoon, that was mainly used the infusion process for the manufacturing. There were also other innovations that were developed within the project, but these were the initial defined demonstrators that you may also see here in our booth. The structure of the project was divided in different work packages. The core was the manufacturing technologies for the fabrication of the demonstrators, but also we had a very intense work package related to the solvolysis processes. There were also work packages related to the designing of the components, the decision making, the tools, and the horizontal activities that ensured the sustainability of our solutions and their exploitation, and of course dissemination and project management. So the workshop targets of today, to start with our agenda, it's to concise the takeaways from EuReComp demonstrators, to see some cross-sector applications in automotive, aeronautics, and wind turbine reuse and recycling, to have also group exercises and guide to the Dallara facility tours, networking, of course, and brainstorming, and generally to see what will be the training legacy of EuReComp. So with this, I would like to introduce you to today's speakers and lecturers. We have three speakers within EuReComp consortium. The first one is my colleague, Dionysis Semitekolos, chemical engineer from the National Technical University of Athens, a member of the project management group of NTUA. He will give you a nice presentation related to the composites and their circularity. Also, he will represent our learning platform of EuReComp. Will be also Chiara Bernacelle from Dallara, material scientist and senior engineer of Dallara, and also head of the R&D of Dallara. And Guy Simmons, the APM owner, that he will talk about the construction sector. So we have also some external lecturers, and we would like to thank you for their participation here. Dr. Gianmaro Griffini from Polimi, from their CREATE project. Dr. Julio Cesar De Luca from IRT Jules Verne from Suspense project. And Maria Kosarli from GCS company that represents Blades to Build project. So you will also see today some results and also the contribution of other projects related to the composite sector. So the contents of today's workshop, this is our agenda and our goals. It's to have in the first session the lectures from the project partners on the hottest topics, the presentations from the external invited speakers. We will have also a brainstorming session, including problem solving and sharing of ideas, teamwork, and this will be actually a competition for the most creative idea. So we will have some gifts for the group that will win. And last but not least, I think the most interesting part of today will be the demonstration session in the LAR Academy with training labs and experiments related to the sachet and brakes, aero loads with a wing and a small wind tunnel, experiments on materials with a testing machine, and experiment of comparison between composite and metals. And also in the LARA laboratories, fatigue analysis on components with DIC, composite production, aging analysis, and X-ray tomography. Unfortunately for the online participants, the demonstration session cannot be reproduced, but you will be able to follow the first part of the workshop. So we would like for you to get familiar with composite-related processes, to learn the latest technological developments on composite recycling, and interact with scientists, engineers, and researchers from different fields. I hope that you will enjoy today's workshop, so thank you very much for your participation, and let's start.